Hi, everybody. My name is Nix Marakuma, and I am the owner of Marakuma Healing. Today, we are talking about types of witches. All right, we're not talking about all types, we're talking about some. And before I get started on this party, right, my connection is acting up. It is going to be laggy, it's saggy. It's going to be a little bit broken while we're doing this, okay? Because I'm seeing it now and I'm just like, if I'm seeing it, I'm sure y'all can too. Anywho, we are still reading from our lovely and bodacious book of The Complete Grimoire by the amazing and bodacious Lydia Paredes. All right? She's also the creator of Wiccan Tips, okay? Which is very helpful for baby witches, as well as just people in general, okay? And baby witches are just a term for people who are beginning in their witch journey, okay, or their spiritual journey or their craft. Don't be afraid. Everybody starts at some point, some later, some earlier. Some people have family that have been in the craft, done it, and have family like spells and charms and potions and rituals and knowledge that is within the family, which we're going to tackle in this book because that is called Hereditary Witches. So, hereditary running into the family. And witches, of course, individuals, all right? So, a hereditary witch is a witch who was born in a family of witches. This means the father, the mother, the grandmother, and more people have taught you what has been passed down in the family. Okay? Some of us have people who have practiced the craft. Now, if you're lucky, you can have them pass down the knowledge to you. And if you're not so lucky, they either have passed before you could get the knowledge, or you have them as your ancestors and your guardian angels and your spiritual guide. You just don't have them in the physical sense. That's okay. Either or works. It's just a little bit easier when they're around to actually be hands on with you than having to go and try to do it in a more spiritual way. It can be a bit tricky. I haven't done ancestral work. I have been told by a really amazing lady who happens to have an account on TikTok. And I believe her name is like Brianna. But I could be wrong. I know what her profile pic is. I cannot remember the name. But super sweet lady, very down to earth and very knowledgeable in the craft. And she had warned me and let me know that ancestor work is possible, but you don't know. Like, here's the thing, when you do ancestor work, okay, when you're working with your ancestors, you are working with people from different times and have different personalities and different ways of doing things. So it can be very interesting on who you're working with, who you're coming to with advice, and how they guide you, okay? As always, respect your ancestors, respect your spiritual guides, because I feel like, in my opinion, they don't have to guide you. They're here to help. Okay, so take it, but be respectful. Don't be, an asshole. I'm just putting it out there. Don't be a dick. Now, a witch who was born into a family of witches, right, is hereditary. Witch is a hereditary witch. Witchcraft is in their lineage. So it's in their blood. It's in the family. It's been running down from the century of time, right? And ritual spells and knowledge are handed down from one generation to another. These family traditions are typically unique and outsiders are rarely included. So this is more of something that stays within the family. And I'm going to just say, okay, as somebody who is having their own business and doing their own craft like how I'm doing it, there are certain things I will teach you guys how to do. And there's certain things I will keep to myself because there are rituals and things that are very sacred and personal to each family, especially if you're a hereditary witch. You can't just go around saying every single A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 things. Some things are meant for the family. Some things are very special and sacred, and that's okay. Some people don't understand. They're like, if you have all this knowledge, why don't you share it? I'm like, look, there's some knowledge that can be shared. And there's also some knowledge that should be kept for yourself, right? It's okay to keep some of the stuff for you because it's in the family and it's for the family. That's my 50 cents about it. You can like it or not. Now, let's get to kitchen witches. Kitchen witch or kitchen witches mix their cooking skills with their rituals. They infuse their food with intent or charge their dishes with magic. Usually, these witches have an in depth knowledge of the composition and properties. So, composition is ingredients or energy or things that you put into. Okay? When you have energy, I'm just going to say it, it's like how I read my cards, right? How I read my cards is I physically see, I hear, I sense, I feel, and I see the invisible connection of how this one can connect to different aspects here and there. It is a spiritual thing, and each person has different clear senses, different ways to interpret what message or what sign the universe or God or the higher power may be is trying to tell you. Now, when you're doing it with infusing your energy, you're infusing what you want to manifest, what you would like the outcome to be into dishes or things that you prepare. A lot of people get confused with green witches and kitchen witches because they both can do things with herbs, but that does not mean that they are the same. All right? Okay. Usually these witches have an in-depth knowledge. So they have very good knowledge, or they have a good amount of knowing of how to do things. And compositions, ingredients, or properties of food. Kitchen witches, along with green witches, is one of the crafts that focus more on mundane world. So mundane, which I'm going to butcher, is mainly like an average normal day. Okay, nothing without, I wouldn't say it's not exciting, but it's just an average normal thing. Like you get up, you work, you sleep, you try again. It's just very plain. Okay, I hope that I'm not butchering it. Again, I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. And how I explain things may be a bit gruff. Next, we are going to tackle secular secular witch, all right, which we're going to tackle in the next one because it's a bit of a lengthy paragraph. It's not huge, but it's like about this big. And how I explain things may make it a little bit longer. So, as always, if you guys haven't already, follow and subscribe. Follow and subscribe. Help me help you, okay? The more you guys follow my account, the more you subscribe to my YouTube channel, my TikTok, and everything, the more the algorithm can connect with other people, okay? We are here healing, vibing, doing witchy things, metaphysical stuff, embracing who we are, loving ourselves, and not giving a care. We do witchy stuff. We do mind, body, soul healing. I do card readings, palm readings, and advice with counseling. And if you happen to be a new subscriber and you message that you want to have a card, palm, or counseling reading with me, I will let you have one for free if you subscribe to my channel, Marikuma Healing. Always remember, guys, slay the day, be happy, and be gay. Peace out. I love you guys.